and TikTok. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Happy Sunday to everybody. Happy Sunday. Let me give everybody the opportunity to come on because I never announce when I'm going live. I just be going live, y'all. Whenever I get an opportunity to come on to educate. Hello. Hey, friend. If you are on YouTube, make sure you say hi in the chat so I can pin you because I love to pin you guys on YouTube. Hey, Key. Come on in. Melissa, hey, friend. True Teas. Oh, I love that name. Come on in. Hey, Chastity. One of my gems is here. BSaul0214. Bridget's hair. I recognize you. Hey, Brandy. Black Girl Magic. Hey, Vivi. I love that. Vivi, you done changed your name on TikTok. Hey, Kim. How are you? It says all eyes on Vivi, but Vivi, before then it said, what was it? Viva Letitia. What is it? Oh, there it goes. Bible Letitia. What's that, V? You got a backup page? Hey, Miss Susan. How are you, friend? B. Robbie. Oh, y'all, one of my gems is in the house. I got to pin her. I pin all of my gems. Hold on one second, y'all. Come on, TikTok. Don't start. Oh. Hey, EB. How are you? Damn, B. Robbie. I was trying to pin you. It won't let me. Come on in. Okay, so everybody, come on in. How are you guys? Hi, everybody on Facebook. I know a lot of people like to watch behind the scenes on Facebook, and that's fine. But if you are on YouTube, and I see that you guys are on YouTube, say hello so I can pin you. Hey, Kimberly, there's 140 people, 144 people in the chat on TikTok. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Y'all jumped on quick. Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Come on in and touch base with me. My name is KEASHA DiXON. I am a registered nurse by trade, you guys. Y'all know I come on because I share my journey in GLP-1. I'm down 74 pounds, you guys. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine and clinical observation. So I give a side of GLP-1 that has evidence-based practice material associated with it. We talk about side effects. We talk about comorbidities, pathophysiology, and all of the things. So come on in. Hey, Yolanda, Ruthie, how are you? She says, hola, what's the ringing? Girl, it's, you know what it is? It's people trying to call me as soon as I get on. Hold on. It's people trying to call me as soon as I get on live. For nobody called me today but my husband. As soon as I get on live, girl, that's when my phone starts going off the chain, Ruthie. But I put them on silence. Don't worry. B. Robbie, thank you so much for all of the hearts. Hold on, friend. Let me see if it'll let me pin you now. I think it's because everybody was flooding in. How are you guys doing? I miss y'all. Y'all know I took some time off, like a few days off from TikTok. I don't know, just to get my mind right. You know, sometimes you have to back away from TikTok because life happens. I had a lot of stuff going on. I had taken some days off to travel to Atlanta for Dr. Angelina's event. And I don't know, y'all, I just was so tired and I got sick. I got this congestion going on. Oh, and I hate having a cold in the summertime. I hate it. But that's neither here nor there because I went to CVS, y'all. I got me some nighttime with honey. I got me some nasal spray to help me with my congestion. Of course, you know, we got to keep our vitamin C. We got to keep our vitamin C on board. And then I also got me some lavender Vicks Vapor Rub. So when I get off this live, honey, I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to make me an old hot tidy with some whiskey. And baby, that's how it's going to go tonight. Hey, best friend. Y'all, my best friend Chanel is in here, y'all. Everybody say hello to Chanel. Hey, Chanel. Chanel, I've been seeing you go live, friend. And I'm so proud of you. I don't know if you have always been this visible, but I just love your interaction with your following on your lives. I love the energy that you bring. It's very informative. You're very relatable. I just love it I love that for you. I love that for you. Okay, Vivi says she came over to YouTube. Hey Vivi. Hey Krista. She says hello you guys from YouTube. Y'all, is my reception okay? Can y'all hear me? Yvonne says hi. Oh, Yvonne said it was bad. Danielle says hello. Is the reception on TikTok okay? Hey Andrew, how are you? Kai says I got my girl and her mama. Wait a minute. Yo, I can't repeat it. Let me block this person because they on games. I'm sorry, friend. I'm gonna have to get you out of here because we're not doing this tonight. We're not doing it. Lord have mercy. He having personal problems with his girlfriend or whatever. Keto Kimmy says hello. Jessica says hi. I've been trying to catch your live. I joined Amble because of you, and I had a question. I'm coming off. Okay. What's the question, baby? Are you okay with asking the question in the chat, or do you want to DM me? Either way is okay. What is the question? For anyone who is having any issues getting your GLP-1s with your insurance company, you're having prior authorization issues, you are met with shortages. I am a partner of Amble Health. Amble Health is a telehealth company that gets you your Semaglutide and your Tirzepatide at a cost-effective rate. Hey, Allie. And there is no shipping. There's no subscription. There's no physician fee. You only ever pay for your medications. If you are interested in Amble and you are on TikTok, the link is in my bio. All you have to do is click on my picture up here. My profile will come up and my website. Click into the website. It is the very first link in there. Hey, Devon Primo. Hello, watching from the Philippines. Hey, friend. How are you? Nice to meet you. Welcome in. We're talking about GLP-1 medications. GLP-1 medications help patients who are diabetic control their blood sugars. It helps them get some pounds down. It helps cardiovascular disease patients keep from progressing into myocardial infarctions. That's heart attacks. It prevents strokes, y'all. If you have a fatty liver, it helps to cure your fatty liver, actually. It helps with inflammatory processes. If you have issues with inflammation like rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's, if you have PCOS, all of the things, y'all, this medication is amazing. And one of the biggest triggers to, oh, that's Devin, that's my colleague. Hey, Devin, you are in the Philippines. Hey, friend. Y'all, this is my colleague. He is traveling right now. Hey, friend, I'm so glad you caught my live. He's in the Philippines. I hope you're having a good time. Bring me something back. Bring me something good back, please. Something that I can eat. But these medications have done very, very well in clinical trials, you guys, when it comes to helping with kidney disease. If you guys are following me, you know that I post educational videos regarding comorbidities. The last video I posted was about how GLP-1 medications help with kidney disease. All of us know somebody who has kidney disease. They either have diabetes, they may have chronic kidney disease. Some of us have had issues with acute kidney injuries, secondary to some of us who like if you're an athlete and you work out really, really strong, you can hurt your kidneys that way by overdoing it in the gym. I've taken care of a lot of athletes who have went into acute kidney injury secondary to working out. But anyway, hey Delante, there are different medications that can hurt the kidneys. But anyway, I said all of that to say, if you are a patient or you have a family member that is suffering with any type of kidney disease, GLP-1 medications help to slow down the disease process significantly, you guys. If you are a pre-diabetic, this is definitely something that you want to talk to your clinicians about, getting you on so that you don't go into diabetes. You can't prevent yourself from going into diabetes by getting on a GLP-1 medication and having your doctor track you and monitor you, do lab work on you and all of the things to make sure you guys are feeling great. Now, if you are a diabetic, we all know that diabetes can get out of control, and it can get out of control quick. A lot of diabetics who are not on GLP-1s are on insulins. You guys are taking several medications at one time, and I know this. Hey, honey. Oh, look, my husband is in here. Now, B. Robbie, you see how it let me pin my husband, but it wouldn't let me pin you. Let me go back and find her because she sent me a lot of gifts. And she's one of my gems. Hold on. Let me find my friend, y'all, because I have to highlight my gems in every single live. B. Robbie, if you're still in here, say hello to everybody so that I can pin you, friend. And then I need everybody to make sure that you guys are following my gems so that they can get their followers up. Hold on. Chastity is in here. She's another one of my gems. Oh, there it goes. Somebody pin it for me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, they didn't want you to be great today, baby. But we got you now. So everybody stop what y'all are doing, and please make sure you guys are following my friend B. Robbie. Okay. Oh, my sister pinned you, girl. My sister pinned you. And thank you so much for all the hearts that you sent me. Chastity, say hello in the chat first so that we can pin you. I have another one of my gems in the building. But back to what I was saying when it comes to your comorbidities and taking GLP-1 medications, I know there is a lot of different things that people say in the in the media, and a lot of things are not, they don't really highlight the good things that go on with GLP-1 medications. They love to talk about how is something ringing in the background. No, y'all, so my neighbor's cutting his grass. That might be what you hear. But I don't hear anything else. So somebody else said they hear it too. Is it disturbing, y'all? Miss Susan said she hear it too. Why I don't hear it? Oh, maybe I need to scoot my devices over. Is that better? Because I do have several devices going on at one time. Oh, is it? Hold on. Oh, you know what? It might be my microphone. Y'all still hear it? Do y'all still hear it? It was my microphone. I'm sorry, y'all. I had my microphone on and I wasn't even using it. Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. So I know that in the media, there's a lot of talk about GLP-1 medications, and it's not always good. So it's our responsibility, especially if you come on and you share your journey on GLP-1, to talk about your experience and highlight what's good, and always try to stay on the positive side. Now, we all know that when you take GLP-1 medications, that there are side effects that come along with these medications, and all of the side effects are GI related. We all know that. We all know that you're not going to have not every day is going to be a great day on GLP medications, especially when you first start, but your body will get adjusted to it. And I promise you, your good days will far exceed the bad. And then not only that, just imagine if you stay in a state of inflammation, how that would affect you, how that's going to affect comorbidities, how your cardiovascular disease can progress into myocardial infections, how you can get blockages if you don't resolve your cholesterol. If you're diabetic, we all know with diabetes that the most traumatic things that happen with diabetic patients is you guys progress to kidney disease. You guys have pancreatic issues. You guys have poor tissue healing. So if you get on a GLP-1 medication, it helps to resolve all of the inflammation that's going on. And one of the biggest thing that people love to talk about is the pounds down. You will have pounds down. And when you have those pounds down, it subsides all of that inflammation that comes along with being an obese person, especially fluid retention and all of the things. So when you resolve fluid retention, you resolve the pressure that is being put on your kidneys, you resolve the pressure that is being put on your heart, and then your organs can function more, the way they're supposed to function. So when you hear somebody talk about GLP-1 medications and they talk about it in a negative light and they never say anything good about it, that should be a tall tale sign to click out of that. Okay. Clinical studies and clinical trials have been showing stellar results on all of these disease processes, especially cardiovascular disease, especially kidney disease. And y'all, it's curing fatty liver. I've had so many people come on and tell me that they've even had relatives to pass on because of fatty liver, and they wish that their family members would have known about these type of medications. I really want to join, but start at the loading dose of 2.5. It took it back in March with 2.5. What you mean, Nurse Tony? What you mean, friend? I maxed out of Wegovy 2.4 and they prescribed 10. Is that too high? No, friend. Jessica, your clinicians have a chart that they have a conversion chart to tell you what MED and what dose you need to be on. Trust your doctors, friend. This is what they do. Okay. Devin, we miss you too, friend. Constipation is definitely let me see what Vivi is saying. Hey, Allie. Okay. Vivi says constipation definitely stool hard, but still have a daily bowel movement. Okay, so Vivi is encouraging you guys to make sure that you guys are having regular bowel movements. Nurse Tony says, I don't want to start at 1. You mean at 1 milligram of semaglutide, friend? Hold on, let me go back to what she was saying. I have already took the 2.5. I would like to go to 5. So 1 milligram comes in semaglutide, friend. The 2.5 and the 5 come in tirzepatide. So because you're talking about both, you're confusing me. I don't know which one are you taking. To me, my understanding is that you're taking 2.5 milligrams and that you want to move up to 5 milligrams. Am I reading that right, friend? And did you see how Delonte said that some clinicians will start you off at 5 milligrams? It depends on what type of comorbidities you have, what type of medical med rec you have, meaning what type of medications you're on, and just how they'll look at your labs too, friend, and they can be able to tell what dose to put you on. I'm going to have to switch from tirzepatide to semaglutide because of finances. I hope it works. So, Ms. Deb, I know a lot of people that have had to do that because of finances. And at the end of the day, at the very least, friend, you will have one of the hormones to help you, friend. You just have to, sometimes we just have to do other lifestyle modifications to compensate for the GIP that we are missing. However, what you can do, Ms. Deb, if you are having to switch from tirzepatide to semaglutide and you feel like you still need a supplement, You can ask your doctor to put you either on Topamax, they can put you on Contrave, and then the one that I hate to tell everybody, but I have to because I know that some people find it therapeutic, phentermine. So you can find something else, friend, that will complement your semaglutide. You just have to talk to your doctor about it. Should my blood sugar drop since I had to go down on my dosage? Should my blood sugar drop? So chosen one, y'all have to keep in mind, friends, that these medications or hormones, friend, they're not in, although they're endocrine medicines, the design is not to drop your blood sugar, friend. The design is to slow gastric emptying. So if your blood sugar is dropping, it's because you're not eating enough, friend. Adi says, if you start with Amble, they'll look at your past script and evaluate your starting dose. Thank you, Adi. I appreciate that. Hey, Bridget. Bridget says she came over from TikTok. How are you, friend? And Vivi is saying Mag-Ox7 helps you guys with having bowel movements. And then going back to who was it that said who was it that said, hold on, let me find the comment, because somebody said something, but hold on, y'all, because y'all got a lot of stuff in the comments. I wanted to address something, but I'm hoping somebody else will ask it because I done missed it. Chosen one said, I had to drop from 10 to 7.5, and today my blood sugar dropped. Should I wait to see if my body adjusts to 7.5? So especially if you're going down in dosage, friend, your blood sugar should not be dropping on semaglutide, y'all. It's not what it is designed to do. If your blood sugar is dropping, I promise you, friend, it's because you are not eating enough. You're not eating enough. The only thing that this medicine is indicated to do is to slow down gastric emptying. It's supposed to make you feel full fast, and it's supposed to keep you feeling full for a long time. Okay, so if your blood sugar is dropping, friend, you just need to eat some carbs, and that's going to resolve that. Okay. Lynette says, yes, you're so right. My mother was diagnosed, and my grandmother was, and my grandmother. It's like I became an RN times. I don't understand what you mean, friend. You says RN times INF. What that mean, friend? You got to charge it to my heart, on my head, not my heart. When y'all be doing these abbreviations, because I got so much stuff going on, it's hard for my brain to kind of figure out what y'all little abbreviations mean. I'll take the time to read it if you write it out. I will. Jessica says, I maxed out of WEGOVY 2.4 and they prescribed 10. Is that too high? Okay. So no, that's not too high, Jessica. But if you want to be on the 7.5, just tell your doctor, and I promise you he'll put you on 7.5. I promise you. Miss Ann Brono on YouTube says, my name is Ann. I'm 62 years old and I started at 201 and I'm 5'2". I ran across your YouTube channel and I'm so grateful for you and your information. I joined Amble 5'8", so far 15 pounds down. Congratulations, Miss Ann. Oh my God, I am so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Listen, y'all, she also says, and my knees feel better. Plus, I don't want to go on cholesterol meds. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, friend. Y'all, my mom just started her journey as well, Miss Ann. And my mom just turned 68 the other day, and she is already 8 pounds down 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in. She is on the she's on semaglutide, the initial dose, 0.25. So I am so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Nurse Tony says, I've already took 2.5. I would like to go to 5 milligrams. So what's the problem? What's the problem, Nurse Tony? I know I'm behind on my little, on all of my comments. I'm going to have to switch from, okay, so we read that about Miss Deb switching from Tirzepatide to semaglutide. And I told her, she said that she hopes that it works. And I told her that if you guys are in a situation where you have to step down from Tirzepatide to semaglutide because of finances, just ask your doctor to add something else that your insurance covers. So that way you'll still have the GLP-1 and you'll have something else to supplement it. You can take something else when taking Wegovy. 100% friend. You can do Topamax. You can do Contrave. You can do Phentermine. Now listen, do not, your clinicians probably won't pull for Phentermine first. Because I do have to give a disclaimer. Phentermine does cause heart palpitations in some patients. So if you are a cardiovascular patient, please do not take Phentermine. Please don't. Some of us can take Phentermine and it'd be okay. I've taken it. It was okay. My daughter took it and had a horrible reaction. So Phentermine scares me to death for some of you guys, especially cardiovascular patients. Okay. Darian, I'm going to tell my mama you said congratulations. Thank you. Ms. Rose Wilson, thank you for the follow. One Jock says, how long does it take to start? I joined Thursday. Did you join through Amble, friend? If you joined through Amble, somebody should have already contacted you. A clinician should have already reached out to you. And your MED should say at pharmacy, because it don't take them long at all. If you went through Amble. Okay. Nurse Tony says, I was on compound Tirzepatide 2.5 back in March, and I really don't want to start with that. You saying you don't want to start with that FID? What that mean, friend? How can I get your? Are you on Simply Emma? Are you wanting to know how you can get my link? Because it says, how can I get your Atom? ATOM. Are you asking about my link? If you are asking about my link, friend, all you have to do is click on my picture up here. My profile is going to come up with my website, and it is the very first link in my website. You don't need any codes or anything like that, friend. The discounts are already in the links with Amble. Okay, there's no physician fee, there's no subscription, and there's no shipping. Okay. I would like to start at 5 milligrams. I already took 2.5 back in March. So what's the problem, Miss Tony? I know I probably asked you that 1,000 times. Thank you, Darian, for putting that in the chat. He says, Phentermine with caution. Listen to your clinician. That is like big time, y'all. Phentermine is not for everybody. Phentermine is a medication that we used to use back in the day. It's been around since forever. And it does help to get pounds down, but it will increase your heart rate, y'all. If you have cardiovascular disease, it can be detrimental. So y'all just be careful. I know a lot of people are excited and you guys want to get pounds down and all of that stuff, but there are so many things out on the market now for you to take that can help you get to where you need to be without putting yourself in trouble. Okay, so although Phentermine is on the market and it will help, and doctors will use it to complement GLP-1s. Ask them about other stuff first. Ask them, is there anything else that I can take that does not have a stimulant in it? Okay, Phentermine has a stimulant that causes arrhythmias, which are irregular heartbeats. Okay, I've been on this med for a year, 15 mg, but insulin level was high on a fasting blood test. So that tells me that you are a diabetic, friend, and you are on insulin injections. So you know what, friend, even if you are a diabetic and you are still taking insulin to couple with the GLP-1, just keep living, friend, and see how this MED is going to help you. At the very least, friend, it's slowing down your kidney disease for sure. It's protecting your kidneys. And not only that, you have to keep in mind, y'all, MJ, ZEPBOUND, Ozempic, Wegovy, y'all, this is the initial meds that's on the market. There are so many others coming up behind this that is going to be better. So, friend, just keep living, keep maintaining on what you are already on, and just keep waiting for all the other things that are in clinical trials that's going to be coming out. So this is not the end all be all, friend. We just started in this thing. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Miss Deborah Green Taylor says, hello, how can a person be on the medication? So Miss Deborah, the first thing you want to do, friend, is talk to your clinician about it. Let them know what your interests are. You need to determine why it is that you want to be on these MEDs. Not everybody is on it for the same reasons. There are different indications for it. Some people take it because they do want pounds down. They want to treat their obesity. Some people want to treat their PCOS. Some people want to slow down their kidney disease. Some people want to help their diabetes. Others want to prevent cardiovascular disease from progressing. And then there are patients who have fatty livers. It helps to cure fatty livers. They have patients who have sleep apnea. They want to resolve that. What else? Headaches. Listen, baby, it's so many things. Rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune diseases, inflammation. It cures and treats a lot of things. So first of all, you have to decide why is it that you want to be on these MEDs, and go and talk to your doctor. And while you're doing that, also call your insurance company friend and ask your insurance company which GLP-1 medications they cover. Ask them if you have a deductible, friend. Ask them, is it on your formulary? If it is on your formulary, you want to ask them, what is the criteria so that I can get it approved so my insurance company will pay for this and I don't have to pay out of pocket? And if you do, how much is it that I have to pay out of pocket? Okay. Once you get all of those questions and they say, okay, well, they may say, well, it's not covered. Then you want to ask them, can I do a prior authorization? Which anybody can do a prior authorization. Make sure your doctor will do a prior authorization for you. If he don't, fire him and find somebody else that will, because there is a doctor that will do a prior authorization for you. What is a prior authorization? A prior authorization is a form that a clinician has to fill out to prove to your insurance company that these meds are medically necessary for you to help resolve whatever comorbidity that you have. Okay, so you have to have a clinician that is supporting you and that will fill out this form for you. Okay, a lot of times the form will come back denied, especially if it is not covered, but you don't have to accept denials. That just means that your doctor has to work that much harder and send in that much more information to prove to your insurance company that these medications are medically necessary for you. And the reason why that happens, friend, is because these medications cost $1,000 to $1,300 a month, branded out of pocket. They're very expensive. The only way you will have therapeutic effects with these medications is if you are taking them consistently and you are compliant in whatever care plan your clinician puts you on. You have to be compliant. And one of the biggest things in compliance is being able to afford the medicine. Because if you're not taking it the way they're ordering it, how can it become therapeutic for you? So insurance coverage is huge for the branded side. Now, if you don't have insurance, or your insurance doesn't cover it, or your prior authorization keeps getting denied, that's when a company like Amble Health, who I'm partnered with, come in. Amble Health is a telehealth company. It's all virtual. You get appointments online, virtually. They will assess you on the internet, just like your doctor will in person. You have to send in your ID. You have to send in a photograph of yourself now. You have to send in your comorbidity history, like whatever your med histories are. And you want to tell them everything. You need to tell them every medicine that you've been on. You need to tell them every surgery that you've had. You need to tell them every adverse reaction that you've ever had to any type of medicine. They need to know all of these things so they can determine which one of these medicines to put you on and what dose they need to put you on so that it can be therapeutic for your life, for your comorbidities. Okay. Now with Amble does not take insurance. It is compounded medication. What does that mean? Compounded medications are medications that are made by a specialty pharmacy. It's one or a couple pharmacists that will take the active ingredient in GLP-1s, which is either semaglutide or tirzepatide. They will take that active ingredient and mix it with something inactive like sterile water or B6, vitamin B6 or vitamin B12. They will mix it and then they will dose you for it. Okay. Amble Health uses they only use 503A pharmacies. 503A pharmacies, what is that? A 503A pharmacist requires a prescription from your clinician, and they can only make your medication in a limited amount specific to your prescription. So your medicines don't come from a big batch like like branded medications are made in big batches. They're made by machines because it has to be dispensed to millions of people. Your pharmacist at a compound pharmacy is only making your medicine based off of your prescription at a limited amount for you. That's it. It's tested and then it's sent out to you. What is the price difference between compound and branded? Where you would pay $1,000 to $1,300 a month for branded from a compounded pharmacy, especially, well, I can only speak for Amble. If you take semaglutide, 0.25 to 1 milligram would cost you $199 per month. And then 1.7 to 2.5 would cost you $219. Just, you will only pay for the medicine. $199 for the smaller doses, $219 for the higher doses. You don't pay a clinician fee. You don't pay for shipping, and you don't pay a subscription. You don't have to subscribe to anything. You go in, you have your appointment with your doctor. Your medicines get sent to pharmacy, and they ship it to your house, and there is no overages. Okay. Now, if you decide that you want to take Tirzepatide, which is either the WEGOVY or the MOUNJARO, of course, Tirzepatide is going to be more expensive because whereas semaglutide only has GLP-1 hormone in it, that's why you're only paying $199 or $219. Well, with Tirzepatide is a dual acting medication. It has two hormones, GLP-1 and GIP. Okay, so you have two hormones that are helping you. So the cost for that, if you get 2.5 or 5 milligrams through Amble, that would cost you $299 a month, and all of the other higher doses are $379. Your Tirzepatide is always going to be more expensive because it's dual acting. Okay, most people who want to have a lot of pounds down will pull for Tirzepatide because you have those two acting hormones that help you. Now, the difference between semaglutide and Tirzepatide is that semaglutide only has GLP-1 in it, whereas Tirzepatide has GLP-1 and GIP. Let me make sure I said that right. Semaglutide only has GLP-1, but Tirzepatide has GLP-1 and GIP. Okay. For those of you who are new to the chat, if you don't know what GLP-1 and GIP are, they are satiation hormone. A satiation hormone is a hormone that makes you feel full. Okay, your body naturally produces this in your gut. Okay, when you start eating and you start to get that feeling of fullness, it's because that hormone is releasing in your gut and it is signaling to your brain, okay, stop eating, back up from the table, we've had enough, this and that. They've taken that hormone and they put it in a pen, and you give yourself an injection once a week. Okay. And so what people love most about these medications is that it does several things. It helps decrease the progression of kidney disease. If you're diabetic, if you have kidney disease, it helps to slow down cardiovascular disease by resolving hyperlipidemia, which is high cholesterol. It helps. And you know how it does that, y'all? It delays your gastric emptying, which keeps you from eating so much. Okay, it makes you feel full really fast, and it makes you feel full for a long time. And so what happens is when you start to get that feeling of fullness, where you, and I'm not saying that you guys used to do this, I know I did, where I used to want to grab for fried foods, shit, all kind of pastas, rice, y'all, all of the things, pork. Oh, I love pork. Now, because I'm on these MEDs, I'm very mindful of what foods I eat, because I know if I eat beef, if I eat pork, I know it's going to take my body a long freaking time to break that down. Already, if you're not on the GLP-1, you're just naturally out here living and you're eating beef and pork, it takes your body a long time to break those things down. Now, imagine if you're on a GLP-1 medication and you eat these foods, and your gastric emptying is slowed down. Imagine how much longer it's going to take to to digest those foods. So because it's like that, and because when you eat like that on these medicines, it causes so much discomfort, people don't pull for that type of stuff. And if you do, it's far and in between. On these MEDs, it forces you to make better food choices because your body can metabolize them and break it down better. and you have a better experience on your MEDs. That's why when you see people say, oh my God, I'm so sick, like, you know, when they're on these meds and they want to eat like they used to eat before, they get so sick because your body ain't designed to do that like that no more on GLP-1s. Okay. I know I went off on a tangent. I see y'all got a lot of comments. Hold on, let me filter through. Have you heard about the new med Tremova, supposed to be better than MJ Zep? It probably is, Charlotte. It don't surprise me, friend. There are so many MEDs in clinical trials right now that are showing stellar things. We're all gonna have options where you see how we fight our insurance companies, and we're so pressed, and I know I'm pressed about how expensive these MEDs are. It pisses me off. That's why I cannot wait until other meds are on the market, so that way it's going to be more competitive and somebody going to have to come down on their pricing. So I haven't heard that, friend, but I listen, I welcome it. I welcome it for all of us. Who said they just signed up? Who is that? Hey, Nurse Tony. Nurse Tony, if you just signed up, I'm hoping that you have watched some of my videos and you have your pregame cart together. What is pregaming? Pregaming is where we all know, because we've researched these meds before we start taking them, because that's what you're supposed to do. We all know that this medication is going to delay gastric emptying, and we know if our gastric emptying is delayed, we know that we can possibly get nauseated. We can possibly get constipated. We can possibly have diarrhea. How do we get diarrhea? Y'all looked that up last night because somebody was asking me, why is it that we get diarrhea with these medicines if it slows down gastric emptying? Well, the reason why you get diarrhea is because GLP-1 enteric part of your nervous system. That's your colon. It will activate it and it will speed up motility. So that's why some people, when you take these medications, you'll have diarrhea instead of constipation. And that's why I tell y'all, if y'all have an episode of diarrhea on these MEDs, don't always be so quick to treat it. Sometimes it's your body's natural response to detox itself right quick. Now, if it starts becoming a problem where you're starting to have cramping in your legs because you're going to the bathroom too much, you're starting to deplete your electrolytes, okay, then you want to treat it. But when you do treat it, only treat it with one dose of like Imodium, Lomotil, something like that. Don't keep treating it because you'll reverse it. Instead of having diarrhea, then you'll be constipated. You have to know the reason why you're having these issues is because you're on GLP-1 medications. And listen, when you first start, it is going to be trying, I promise you. Not everybody start these meds and they don't have side effects. I've had a few people tell me, oh, I haven't had any side effects. God bless you. But a lot of people do. Do not let that discourage you, friend. You just have to learn what your body wants when it comes to these medicines. Okay? Just because I'm sailing through this, it don't mean you're not gonna be constipated. It don't mean that you not gonna have diarrhea. It just means this is what's happening to you, friend. And you just have to figure out what your norm is. Okay? So you can ask me what I'm doing, how I'm doing this, and it's fine. I'm gonna tell you. But just because that's what I'm doing, friend, it doesn't necessarily mean that's what's gonna work for you. So don't always, don't just try not to parallel your journey with mine. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are you, I am me. It's trial and error, friend. It's going to be trial and error. That's all, at least, at the end of the day, that's all I'm really trying to say. But one thing I do know is if you do have a bad day, it's okay. It's one bad day, friend. And you're going to teach yourself how to have those bad days few and in between, because you are trying to resolve a comorbidity that can decrease your lifespan and also can decrease your quality of life. So you can do it. Trust me, you can. TL Tucker says, hi, Keisha, I'm 4 pounds from my goal, still losing. When do I begin to cycle down to maintain? So you definitely want to wait till you're in maintenance, and you want to sit on your dose. Hey, friend. Okay, hold on, y'all. Somebody being bossy. Come on. Because if you're not going to be nice, that's Mr. Tyrell. You know who that is. Go ahead. So you want to sit on your dose, friend, because we all know that our bodies will fluctuate. I know my body fluctuates 8 pounds. Easy. Y'all know I've been eating crawfish like crazy. I ain't gonna stand on the scale because I already know what's up. I can feel it. I can feel what's up. But because your body fluctuates 8 pounds naturally, depending upon your lifestyle, what you eating this week, what you've been drinking this week, you know, are we having a little bit fun? Are we indulging? So friend, you're gonna have to sit in that whatever dose you're on, even though that you're close to maintenance. I would say sit in that dose for about a month or two just to see where you are now. If your body continues to lose weight and you're in maintenance, then you can adjust according to that. Okay. And what I did, I sat on my dose because I went all the way up to 15, friend. When I got to maintenance, I sat on that 15 for about 2-3 months. Okay. Because my body was doing, it was just staying where it was at. But I also, when I got to maintenance, I started to incorporate things back into my diet, like fruit. And I mean like fruit, like pineapple, you know. When I was actively losing, I wasn't doing all the pineapples and the peaches, the heavy carb fruits. I was doing mostly berries because that's what you're supposed to do. Put yourself in a caloric deficit when you're actively trying to lose weight. But once you get to maintenance, you can start incorporating things back into your diet just to see how your body is going to respond. And then once you put everything back into your diet, the things that you like and you're comfortable, okay, this is where I want to be. These are the foods that I want to eat to maintain my weight. Then, friend, you can start scaling back. And I went all the way back to 7.5. When I got to 7.5, my food noise was strong, friend. So I was like, okay, then I need to bump myself back up to 10. And then 10 was like my sweet spot. Okay, so it's like trial and error. And then also, if you have a nutritionist, which is if you have insurance, you just need to call your insurance company to get hooked up with them. Your nutritionist can help you to figure that out when it comes to what type of foods to put in your diet, because you know we all can't eat the same type of food either, because cardiovascular disease patients cannot eat, they eat low sodium, and patients who are diabetic, they eat low carb, high protein. So all of our diets are even different. So when y'all will be asking people, tell me what you eat in a day, you know, stop doing that, y'all, because what I eat in a day, you might not be able to eat in a day, friend. And I know y'all want to see, and it's okay to see that, but be very careful what y'all do. It's some of y'all who have cardiovascular disease and you guys are on blood thinners. So that means green leafy foods. Y'all know y'all got to tread lightly with that. So don't forget what's going on with you because you're watching somebody else is basically what I'm saying. Just move careful. And that's why I would, you know, nutritionists are appreciated, especially in your GLP-1 journey, because a lot of success comes with sacrificing calories and carbs and things of that nature. And you want to do it the right way. You want to be healthy while you're doing it. And what better way than to have a nutritionist give you some insight? Not me. I'm a nurse. I do trauma. I do gunshots, stab wounds, MVCs. I'm not the best person to ask about no diet stuff, y'all. I'm in this thing right along with y'all trying to figure out what to eat. Now, let somebody stab you, I can tell you exactly what to do. They shoot you in your ass. I can tell you real quick how to treat that type of stuff. But that food stuff, y'all, I'm honestly not the one to ask because that's not my ministry. Okay. Just like when it comes to one night we were on here. It was me, my sister, and Kima. I don't know if Kima is in here. If she is, hey baby, I didn't see you because I'm so busy coaching. But me, my sister was in here. Hey, Mama Glenda, you on YouTube on Facebook? Hey, friend. I didn't even know you was following me on Facebook. I gotta make sure I'm following you. But me, my sister, and Kima were on here, and we were talking about all the resources that you guys pay for under your insurance that would benefit you guys. I'm not the person to be asking about case management stuff and resources stuff because I'm just not into that. But Kima, did y'all know that Kima was have a licensure in case management? Did y'all know that? Are y'all following my friend Kima? Kima is licensed in that, y'all. I didn't even know that. I just learned that these last couple weeks. My sister have been in the pharmacy shit over 15 years. That's how come she's so versed on that. She do prior authorizations for a living. So when y'all be asking me all these PA questions, that ain't coming from me. I gotta go get coached by my sister. I don't know everything. I just know, I can teach y'all about medicines, side effects. I can teach y'all about pathophysiology, what's going on with y'all heart, y'all. Any one of y'all organs, I can teach y'all that all day. But it's other stuff that go along with GLP-1 medications and your journey that you have to be aware of. Okay. So, and so when y'all ask me questions, I reach out to my resources to help me get y'all the answers that y'all need. But if you guys are following these people, y'all can, they make posts about this stuff. I'm so glad to catch you live. Always so helpful. Thank you, Wise Coaching. Life of Vivi says, I just ate fried cabbage with sausage, shrimp, and bacon. Child, I know it was good. And that's a good meal. It's a high protein, low carb meal. So that actually was a good meal, Vivi. Let me see. I know I've been talking. Hold on. Let me see if I have any questions. If y'all posted any questions, just put it in the chat again, y'all, because charge it to my head, not my heart. I be going off so much trying to educate y'all. I be missing y'all questions. Andrew says, what I eat may change, depends on my workouts I'm doing too. I try to explain that to people. That's another thing. I've had so many people message me and they say stuff like, I've been taking these MEDs for a month or two, and I'm just not seeing any results, and I'm not losing enough. And you guys often forget that a lot of times, well, first and foremost, let me just say this. If you remember the reason why you're taking these MEDs, the pounds down is always going to come second nature to that. Okay? If you have cardiovascular disease and diabetes, resolving that issue is way more important than your pounds down, because you got to know your pounds down is going to come. If you are being consistent in taking your meds the way you're supposed to be taking them, you're following up with your clinicians, you are sticking close to your nutritionist, and you are being compliant, I promise you, your pounds down are going to come. But the priority in your mindset have to be, okay, my kidneys are so much better. My kidneys are filtering this waste and these toxins out of my body. I'm having regular bowel movements, so my colon is healthy. I'm not retaining fluid, so my heart is beating and pumping my blood to and from my organs like it's supposed to be. My organs are getting fed, my lungs are perfusing, and I'm getting the oxygenation to my brain that I need to help me think clearly and function appropriately. Think like that, y'all. And before y'all know it, the pounds is gonna be down, but the priority is your health. Okay, that's why these MEDs get a bad rap, because every time somebody is on here, the first thing they want to talk about is the pounds down. And I'm not saying that the pounds down is not something to celebrate. I promise you it is, because obesity brings inflammation, and inflammation antagonizes your other comorbidities. But if we would change the verbiage in the public, people will receive these MEDs a lot better, and they will be more receptive to even considering it for themselves if they need it, and then their loved ones if they need it as well. But because so many people want to talk about the pounds down first, it gets a bad, these MEDs get a bad rap. That's why when I come on, I'm constantly educating. I'm constantly teaching y'all. I probably say the same thing in every freaking live, but I say it a different way, because y'all gonna get what I'm trying. Y'all gonna pick up what I'm trying to put down, because I'm forcing it on y'all. That's all I'm talking about. So if you come in here, to learn. We're not gossiping. We're not doing none of that, because there's a time and a place for that. And when I come on, is the time that we learning about these GLP-1s. And I try to teach y'all, because everybody has somebody in their family that's suffering right now, that's not doing well on their that's not doing well in their health. And one of the main reasons is because they don't have GLP-1s attached to it, because GLP-1s have such a bad rep. We got to change the verbiage. We know better. They don't. Ms. Linda says, you're so right. I'm having surgery tomorrow on my eyes. The second surgery to repair damage done by diabetes and steroids. Also my arteries. Y'all see? Y'all see? Do you know anything about antiphospholipid antibody syndrome? That's what I have. I don't. I understand it, but I don't know the treatment, friend. Oh, I don't never bring a pen. Hold on, y'all. Let me screenshot this so I can research it for her. Yolanda, if you have the opportunity to DM me about this diagnosis, I can do a video on it, friend. But if you don't inbox me, I'm gonna forget. I promise you. I have so many messages, and I'm not gonna remember that. Antiphospholipid antibody syndrome. Or anybody, if anybody can DM me that, and I'll do a video on her for that. So there is somebody in the chat asking about Amble. Delante, thank you so much, friend, for helping me. Y'all, if you guys are not following Delante, which I know a lot of you are, but if you're new in the chat and you're not following Delante, BSNRN, she's another registered nurse that comes on and does a lot of education, motivational education on these MEDs as well. Okay, so Sandy says, I'm this close to signing up with Amble because of the shortages, but feedback on Reddit is 50-50. So Sandy, the feedback on Reddit for any pharmacy is going to be crazy because it's Reddit. There is no business that does not have some type of complaint from it. There's no perfect pharmacy. There's no perfect doctor. There's no perfect nurse. None of that, friend. You just have to go based upon your experience. And you know, to each his own, friend. There are a lot of telehealth companies out there that you can frequent. But one thing I can tell you from my own personal experience, because I was a patient of Amble before a partner, is that I've always personally had a good experience with Amble. Amble is a new company. Amble is growing, and there is no business that just starting out that gets everything perfect. It's just not going to happen. I know that Amble has a lot of pharmacies here in Texas. Here recently, we had hurricanes, and listen, the weather is horrible, and the power lines were down, so we were pushed back about 2 weeks. So there's been a lot of complaints about that. But friend, it's nothing that we can do for natural disasters. People who don't live around here, they don't understand. The only thing that we can do is just let you guys know what's going on. But at the end of the day, I met the owners of Amble. We just had a event in Atlanta. And the owners, all they talked about were y'all. They didn't talk about money. They didn't talk about how many people were signing up. They didn't talk about stuff that we can sell y'all. None of that. All they wanted to know was that they wanted their clients to have the best customer service. They wanted to make sure that y'all MEDs were shipped at the most cost-effective and convenient way. They wanted to be shipped fast. They want their clinicians to respond fast. Everything was about making the patient happy. We never talked about money the whole time. That owner, y'all are definitely in good hands. Y'all are definitely in good hands. So friend, there's no pressure, Sandy. You just do what you have to do. When it comes to the efficacy of the medications, and this is with any compounded pharmacy. I know with Amble, we use 503A pharmacies. So your pharmacist is going to only be making your MEDs. It's not made from batches. Your MED is tested and then it is sent to you, friend. As far as keeping up the efficacy, they put all the directions on the packaging for you to store it in your refrigerator. There's a lot number, which everybody should have a lot number that you record. There's a best used by date, friend. And they also send you instructions on how to store it. Some meds come on ice, some don't. They don't have to come on ice, friend. They don't have to come on ice. They're good outside of the refrigerator for 28 days. So don't let that get you caught up. Chastity says Amble is professional. Doctors are awesome with question. Meds are hold on, shipped quickly. She said that she's ordered. So yeah, you know. Hey Blaze, how are you? Hey Taylor. Sandy says I followed your journey for a long time, so I trust your experience. I really did have a good experience, Sandy, but no pressure. You do what you have to do when you feel comfortable, friend. I don't want you to feel pressured at all. You just do what you have to do when you feel comfortable. But I have a lot of family members that are with Amble. All of my friends are with Amble. I have a lot of followers, you know, that are with Amble and that have given me feedback. The only negative thing that I've ever heard was when our power lines were down and people weren't getting their MEDs in, but that wasn't anything that we can control. So, I mean, outside of that, I don't hear anything negative, friend. And I'm not just saying that. I didn't have a negative experience as a patient. And as a partner, I get more insight on what's going on the inside. And I promise y'all, as a nurse, I am extremely proud of Amble. Extremely proud. Very proud. Okay? I spend my money with them too, trust me. Bree says, hi, beautiful. Hey, Bree. Lady says, a lot of these telehealth companies use the same pharmacies. They do. People don't know that. They do. And y'all, a lot of times, once Amble, okay, let me just make this, get you guys so y'all can understand this part. When it comes to telehealth companies set you up with a clinician and then they ship your MEDs to the pharmacy. A lot of problems that y'all be having most times be with the pharmacy. It don't be with the telehealth company. But some people don't know how to divide the two. A lot of pharmacies, y'all, medicine is going virtual. A lot of pharmacies are getting overwhelmed. Telehealth companies are growing because people don't want to come out of their house anymore. So it's just an adjustment period that we all have to get used to. That's why when I see people hop from telehealth company to telehealth company, I don't understand it, because it's like, if I find a company that is good to me, I'm staying with them. People be wanting to hop, I guess, just to see what the experience is. A lot of people want to go where they're paying less, which there's no problem with it. But y'all just have to be mindful where y'all spend your money, how y'all spend your money, and who y'all spending your money with, and the experience. Okay. So, I mean, it's to each his own. Hold on, you guys. Blaze is saying, let me see. I'm sorry, Blaze, I missed you. She says, I'm with Amble. They're great. I'm in Atlanta, and my meds come from Revive in Houston. Yes. Delante says, I've ordered from Amble twice, and both were in 5 days. Listen, my meds come in 4 days. Delante is in Dallas. Her meds come from Florida, I think. Am I right? Or do they come from Houston? Anyway, my mom ordered, she's in Louisiana and she uses my address, and my mama ordered on a Tuesday. Y'all, her medicine was here on Thursday. I was shook. I'm like, damn, they really rolling. They are really rolling. Hey Tiffany, how are you, friend? Claudia says, I didn't lose 1 pound, but I'm gonna stay with the course and be focused. That's right. Claudia, how long have you been on your journey? Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta do the puzzle. How long have you been on your journey, and what other things are we doing? What type of lifestyle modifications are we making, Claudia? And do you work out, friend? If you guys work out, y'all gotta know that y'all bodies are slimming up. Y'all might be having 9-scale victories that y'all, if y'all not measuring y'all bodies, how do you know? You know, if you're working out, your muscles are heavy. So you might not be losing pounds yet, but your body might be slimming down because muscles are heavy. Keisha, thank you for the lives and always spreading good information to people. You're welcome. She says, highly recommended. Thank you so much. Darium says, congrats on that wise coaching. That's great. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. So, Claudia, you haven't lost any pounds yet, friend. Yet. Trust me, I lost very slow. Very slow. but I could feel the difference in my inflammation. I wasn't hurting on these MEDs because I have rheumatoid arthritis. So you're not gonna always have pounds down as your victory at first. Okay. My food noise was gone. I wasn't thinking about food all the time, and I knew the pounds was gonna come down. Claudia, do you see where Delante says focus and document the time of month, your stress levels, and your eating patterns? Do y'all not know that stressing out about these MEDs will increase your cortisol, which will prevent you from losing? It will put you in a stall. I tell y'all all the time, when y'all get on GLP-1s, just know you are in great hands. Live your life. Just go live your life. Live your life, friend. Stop getting on the scale. If that scale make you anxious, stop getting on that scale. Just live your life, friend. And I promise you. Do y'all not see the people that is in the chat every single time I'm on talking about all of their goals? Do you think they have goals and you not gonna have no goals, friend? Crocs Gal says, when does your dosage go up? Question mark. After a month? Question mark. No, friend, your dose is gonna go up when you stall on your current dose. Back in the day, we used to think that we were supposed to go up every single month, and we thought the higher the dose, the more the pounds down. Friend, that is so far from the truth. It's not even funny. We didn't know that. The doctors didn't know that. Eli Lilly ain't know that. Nova Nordisk didn't know that, honey. We learned that from experience. We learned it from experience. So as long as your body is showing some improvement, like 0.5 to 2 pounds per week, 8 pounds a month, I promise you guys are doing great. Even if you lose 5 pounds a month, you're doing great. That's what it's supposed to do. That's how you're supposed to be. If you put yourself in a high caloric deficit, your body is going to think that it's starving. Claudia, are you doing that, friend? Are you eating enough? Because you can put yourself in starvation mode, friend, and your body, you will not lose no weight at all. Because your body's going to think that it's starving, so it's going to hold on to every single thing that you eat, every single thing that you drink. So you gotta eat too, baby. Not saying that's you, but I'm just saying, anybody that's experiencing that. Okay. Miss Ann Bronwell says, my experience has been fantastic. I live way up north by Lake Superior, and my meds come from Texas. So she also had a great experience. Miss Ann, do you see Darium's response to you, friend? Okay. Delante said her medicines come from Florida. And even though her medicines come from Florida, she says she's gotten her meds in 5 days. Mahogany says, my husband's meds were within 5 business days from Revive. So, friend, don't listen. Reddit is a good platform, but when it comes to people's reviews, if you are a review person, listen. I used to be what you call it? People that would go in, a secret shopper, y'all. I used to be a secret shopper, and I used to be a person that would go into restaurants and eat to make reviews and to rate them. Most times when people are giving a review on something, it's because they mad. But if people who would have great, and y'all do me a favor, if you have had a great experience with Amble, I'm gonna find the link for you guys to go on there and for you guys to make a review on Amble, because most people are going to complain in reviews. When people are happy, they just keep it moving. That's just the society that we live in. But I know that there is a link for you all to make a good review. I'm gonna start posting that in my bio, and I'm gonna ask everybody who's had a good experience to leave a good review, because people get confused, because the people that are happy, honey, we just be moving on with our life. Teal BK grown, no, it says glow up one. She says, I'm with Amble, very happy and saving money on bells and whistles I don't need. I love that. I love that. Claudia says, I walk on my walking pad daily for 30 minutes. Didn't measure my stats. Should I have done that? Friend, not if it's going to stress you out. Don't do nothing that's going to put more pressure on you and that's going to make you more apprehensive about things that's going on that it already is. I just say live your life, friend. I say do high protein, low carb. Keep doing your workouts. Keep moving your body, friend. Be consistent in taking your MEDs. Make sure that you are eating enough. You can use MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal, if you got to have something that's going to track you, MyFitnessPal will track your calories, carbs, your fat, and I think it does your protein as well. If you have to have something. I know when I first started, friend, I was kind of like that. I would weigh myself every single day. Now I don't do it. I probably do it like every single week, or I can feel when I'm doing too much. Like this week, I've been doing the most. I've been eating crawfish all week. Y'all went today. Y'all see my post. I went today and got 5 pounds of crawfish. I got some turkey necks and rice, which I ate in the car on my way back because I wanted to be on my live on time. When I get off live, look, I got me a smoothie to drink during my live. And when I get off live, I'm going to eat my 5 pounds of crawfish. So, no, I've been doing the most. Why would I get on the scale? No, I'm not. When my husband come home, he already told me he's going to take me to go get some oysters, char-grilled oysters. I'm looking forward to that. Now, after I get my oysters, I'm going to detox my body. Are y'all detoxing? I'm going to detox my body, clean out my colon, diurese all this sodium, and then my body going to be right back down to where it was. Honey, I'm not letting that scale control me. Claudia, mindset. Mindset, friend. Mindset. I'm living my best life. Live your best life, friend. I promise you, your pounds down is gonna present itself. But the most important thing is I'm on my GLP-1, which means I don't have high cholesterol no more. My inflammation is quiet as hell. I can't tell you the last time I had a rheumatoid arthritis flare. I'm 74 pounds down. I'm almost 2 years in. Friend, it's gonna come. I promise you. I promise you it will. Detox, what do you use? Is it in here? Hold on. I can't believe this is sitting here. Boom. Boom. This is how all a detox means, friend, is to cleanse your colon. That's all a detox is. Okay? I take me a cap or 2. However I'm feeling that day. Okay? I have my good old BM. And then while I'm detoxing, I make sure that I'm doing one of my Kialas. I either do Kiala while I'm detoxing. I'll do my blooms while I'm detoxing, because you know when you detox, you cleanse yourself of everything good and bad. So while I'm detoxing, I'm either doing bloom or Kiala. I like them both. Most people don't roll with bloom, but I like that grassy taste. I love grass. I don't know. I like the aftertaste too. It don't bother me. But this one has no grassy taste at all. And y'all know they got all of the flavors now. All of them are on sale. Another thing I do while I'm detoxing is I do my liquid IV, because when I detox, I diurese at the same time. So whenever I am detoxing, I'll do my milk and magnesia, and I'll do my hydrochlorothiazide. Now, y'all do know milk and magnesia is a saline. Let me make sure. Is a saline laxative. So it's going to pull everything. It cleans your bowel, and it's going to pull fluid off of you. But on top of that, I take a diuretic. Now, that's just me. That's me. I'm not telling y'all to do that. That's just what I do, because I know, like this week, that's what I'm going to do, because I know I've been doing the most. So before it gets out of hand, I have to detox my body. So y'all got to make sure that y'all are detoxing, keeping your colon clean. Okay? All of that is important. All of that is important. Y'all got it? Hey, Tanya. You're the luckiest person to be around all that yummy protein. Oh, friend. My sister said, just like your daddy. Yeah, my daddy taught me that. He did. With the milk and magnesia, y'all. My daddy said, one time, y'all, I was so constipated. Man, I was so constipated. I would call my sister from the bathroom, just miserable. and I can hear my daddy in the background, tell her to take 2. You know, I would take one of these, and he would like, tell her to take 2. That's the best advice I've ever gotten. So if it is bad, take 2. You can take 2 safely, you guys. You can. But just make sure you're replacing all your nutrients with either your KEASHA, your Bloom. What else? What am I missing? What's your detox? Okay, y'all got it. Wise coaching, you got it, friend. And I detox if not once a week, every other week. It just depends. If I'm listen, there are a lot of most while I'm in maintenance, y'all, most times I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't be maintaining my weight. So most times I'm doing what I'm supposed to do just because I just have, you know, after so long that you're on GLP-1s, your body just, that doesn't go away. You're teaching, it's like you have a new norm going, right? And so in my new norm, like my body, like I'm just naturally, I naturally pull for healthy stuff like poultry. I love hen, y'all. I love chicken, and I like it baked. I pull more for the air fryer. Like I've gotten so used and I've gotten so good at air frying and grilling. Y'all seen that grill my husband bought me? I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed. But before, I used to love fried pork chops, fried chicken, fried that. Y'all fried rib. Listen, y'all, I used to cook down over here. Like that's I wasn't a healthy person. I wasn't an overweight person for nothing. I live in the South. Okay, both sides of my family are from South Carolina, the Carolinas. My mom remarried her husband from New Orleans. I was raised in New Orleans. Y'all, I used to eat good. I'm telling you, I don't talk about when I got married. My husband is a Cajun. He's from Southwest Louisiana. When I met my husband, y'all, I never had eaten food where when you cook in one pot, it had different meats in it. Like if we was gonna eat pork chops, we would eat pork chops, or we would eat chicken, or we would eat steak. But when I met my husband, I got accustomed to eating stews with several meats, and then they eat rice almost with every meal, and then with every meal there's cornbread. Y'all, then there's sweets, this and that. Listen, when I met my husband, honey, we both was gaining, you know, that happy weight, what they call it. And then his dad taught me how to cook like that. So I raised my child up like that. That's why my child was so chubby. Okay, so now that I've been on this journey for almost 2 years, now we eat a different way. We like grilled food now. We like greens now, you know. We don't eat rice as much. Y'all, the rice that I have in my kitchen is probably been in my kitchen for over a year. But we order from Sam's, but I'm saying, when we used to order from Sam's, that big old thing of rice, that probably would last us 2 months. And I would be back at Sam's. This rice that's been in here for over a year. Because that's how much we eat it. And then when we do, we eat the serving size that you're supposed to eat. We don't eat out of big bowls anymore. My little bowls, the bowls that we eat out of now, it look normal. The bowls that we used to eat out of was big platters. So I said all of that to say, for the young lady who said that she wasn't losing yet, friend, I promise you it's coming. Tia says, I'm a Texan Latina. I grew up with fresh, hot, homemade tortillas. Now I eat carb balance. That's another thing, Tia. I love them carb balance tortillas. Whenever my husband says, oh yeah, I remember that. Whenever I want a sandwich, Tia, I'll make my sandwiches out of tortillas. I eat breakfast tacos with my low carb tortillas. We do taco night with our tortillas. We make pizzas with our tortillas. Friend, I've even made a lasagna with those tortillas. You know? Hey, Zanita. We eat to live, not live to eat. Say it again, Tanya. Say it, friend. VVX, how long does it take milk and magnesia to work? It just depends. It works better when you drink water with it. So you would take your milk and magnesia, honey, start drinking water. It probably would take 30 minutes to an hour. 30 minutes to an hour. And for me, milk and magnesia is gentle. It's gentle for me. But I've been taking it so long. Like when I first started taking it and my body wasn't accustomed to it, Vivi, I felt like I was going too much with it. But now that that's like my detox of choice, it's like now when I take it, maybe 1 or 2 times in the bathroom and I'm done. S Savvy River says, why is it that the first couple of days after I take my meds, I feel so bad? Brett, I think that is a problem with a lot of people, but it could be because you may not have enough protein on board, friend. You might be a little bit dehydrated. That's why I love to tell you guys to make sure you eat a really hefty meal the day before you take your injection, and make sure you are very hydrated, and make sure you have your adding your electrolytes to your waters. So that could be the reason why, friend. When it comes, I know a lot of people get fatigued their first day of their press days. I know I still do, friend. After all this time, it's almost 2 years. After I take my injection, that next day, honey, I'm down. I don't care how much I eat and how much I drink. And I just think it may just be because we are adding that extra GLP-1 on top of what we're already producing. So it just may be something that we have to live with. But I mean, I think for me it's a small ask because it's not that bad. It's not that bad for me. So it may be lifestyle things, friend. I don't know. Just make sure you're not taking your injection when you know you're not doing the best. Like, say for instance, if you know you had a weekend where you did the most, you may have indulged in alcohol, or you may have overeaten or something like that. If you take your GLP-1 and you know you've eaten a lot, you know your GI motility is going to slow down. So all of that stuff that is on you, friend, is going to be sitting on you, because your peristalsis is what helps you. It's like once you eat, peristalsis helps to move things through your body all the way to the anus, like for your until you evacuate it. So if you have all of that stuff in your system, friend, and you slow down your GI motility on top of that, it's gonna be hell. So it could be that. So it might just be lifestyle things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just try to see what it is that you could possibly be doing to create that. Not saying that you're doing anything, but I'm saying sometimes we do stuff and we just don't, the 2 and 2 don't come together until after the fact. Does that make sense? Hey, Sheila Moore. Hey, Nadine. How are you? Blaze says, transforming the relationship with food as a whole. I'm currently doing the same. Blaze, I love the way you eat. I love the way you eat, y'all. Blaze, if you guys are not following Blaze, please take a moment. Let me pin her. Please take a moment to follow Blaze, because Blaze is about to, I noticed she already eats clean, but she's about to start teaching us. She already does some stuff, a lot of stuff actually, on her page about holistic regimens. I think she's about to tap into that a little bit more, if that's what I understood. Correct me if I'm wrong, Blaze. I know that you're already doing it, but I'm waiting on those videos, because I definitely want to incorporate some more holistic stuff in my regimen for sure. Have you ever tried moringa tea? There's so many health benefits in it, especially with having cancer. Friend, excuse me, I haven't, but somebody was educating me on that about 3 months ago. I just hadn't had the opportunity to get some of my own to try it myself. Okay, you either got a message or do a video on the carb balanced tortilla lasagna. Friend, when I tell you, Tia, you don't even know. People be thinking that I be using noodles in my lasagna, and it's carb balanced tortillas. They don't even ask me, girl. They don't even be like, they don't even know that it's not noodles. Let me just say that, because you know how you gotta layer it with the spaghetti, that flat spaghetti noodle. Friend, they be eating that, they don't even know. They think that tortilla is a noodle. When I first made it, my husband was like, I don't know. Child, we tore that up. Remember, honey? Is that what you were talking about? You remember that? The lasagna, we tore that up. That's the best thing. Also look into soursop tea. I heard that, HR advisor. I heard that. Soursop tea. It comes from a leaf. But how you get the leaves? How you get the soursop leaf? Because I saw that. I watched a couple of TikTok videos on soursop. Oh, Lord. Nadine says she have a tree. You have a soursop tree, Nadine? I need you to send me some leaves off of it. You have a tree too? Wow. Nadine said she got 3 soursop trees. So do you make the tea? And is the tea good? Traditional Medicine has one of the best brands. I made chips out of tortilla chips. Oh, got you, friend. Wow. I want to try the soursop. But, oh, HR advisor says, y'all, that's the best tasting tea. And I love tea. Thank you, Tori. I appreciate that. Let me pin that because I love a good compliment. If there is anybody new in the chat and you are interested in signing up with Amble to get your GLP-1 medications through Amble Telehealth, my link is in my bio. All you have to do is click on my picture up here. My profile will come up. All of the information that you need is the very first link into my website. Buy the soursop gummies. Oh, at Amazon. Wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna try it. What it tastes like? Y'all said it's the best tasting tea. Oh Lord, let me make sure I don't have anybody asking me questions. Ms. Linda says if you're diabetic, get your eyes checked. Yeah, it's called diabetic retinopathy when you have issues with your eyes secondary to diabetes. Okay, don't have no taste. So how you flavor it? You just put some lemon in some sucralose or some stevia or something, friend? I definitely want to get me some soursop or the moringa, just based off my history alone with cancer. I know that I should be drinking some of those teas. Oh, hold on. Mimi says soursop leaves are at Granules. They're in Houston and at the farmers market on Airline Road. Thank you, friend. Oh, and Nadine says add some honey for taste. Soursop, Miss Deb. Have you heard of that? I've seen so many videos on that, and I still haven't went and got none. So this is confirmation. Mimi, and you know, girl, I've never been to our farmers market. I've seen people post about it. It's big, right? The big farmers market. I want to go. I'm sure I believe you that they have it over there because it look like they have everything over there. Yeah, thank you for the follow, friend. Thank you, baby. Y'all, we are up to 31,000 likes. Oh my gosh. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Mimi said, yes, they do. Honey, you ain't got to tell me twice. Is Nikita in here? Nikita, we need to go to the farmer's market. Yorkie says, please go and do a video. I'm going, friend. I'm going. Thank you, Nadine. Sister, do you want to come in? Kima, do you want to come in? Delante, do you want to come in these last few minutes? We're going to go till 9 o'clock. We're going to go 15 more minutes. Does anybody want to come in and talk about anything? Bossy Lynn, we were talking about GLP-1 medications and how they benefit comorbidities, friend. We talked about side effects. We talked about pathophysiology. We talked about diet. We talked about constipation, diarrhea, girl, the things, friend. But if you follow me, Bossy Lynn, if you're not following me, click on my picture, baby, and follow me. I educate all the time. All the time. Miss Donna says she just joined Amble, and I'm just waiting to get my MED. Yes, friend. Nadine, I'll let you know if I need some. I'll let you know. But I think I do want to go to the farmers market. That sounds like fun. Thank you, Miss Deb. She says, make sure you guys are watching me on YouTube. I do longer content education over there. If any one of you guys want to come up, I'm looking for the thing to light up on the guest. If anybody wants to come up and say something, can a person who had pancreatitis take these meds? So, Florida lady, you are really that's definitely a clinician question, friend. I believe that you can take it, but you do know that these MEDs, there has been clinical studies that have shown that it will flare up pancreatitis. It just depends. It just depends, friend. But your GI specialist will be the one to answer that for you. I'm about to start taking Lipo B and C to see if this helps me along. Tori, I think I'm going to start taking it as well. I do, especially when it comes time for me to do my fat transfer surgery. You know, Lipo Bs and Lipo Cs, it helps with visceral fat. That's the fat that lies against your major organs. That's why people, when they lose weight down, they be all cut up and they be super sexy, because they take care of that visceral fat stuff by taking the Lipo B and the Lipo C. So when I get ready to have my fat transfer, I'm definitely going to be on Lipo B or C. I don't know which one yet. So that when I do have my surgery, that they really look good. I'm not ready yet, though. I'm not ready yet. Okay, I'm going to end the live on Facebook. Thank you guys for joining. If y'all have any questions, just leave it in the comments, because the comments stay on. And whoever sent me the stars, thank you so much, friend. I love you for that. Have a good night on Facebook. Does anybody have any questions on YouTube? Kima, yes, y'all. Kima, do you have do you want to come on and talk about Lipo C? You don't have to. Don't feel pressured. Amble does sell Lipo B and C. Okay. Oh gosh, Sarah James said the first time she had sulfur burst, baby, friend. That's friend. Is it still ongoing or is it over, Sarah? Crystal, I am a partner of Amble Health. If you click on my picture up here, a bigger my profile picture will come up. The links are in my bio, Fred. If you join Amble, there's no physician fee, there's no subscription, and then there's no shipping. Nurse Nikki says she just ordered her Lipo B from Amble. Let me know how it goes. Are they two separate or is it in a combo? I think they're separate, friend. You can get B or C. Andrew says Lipo B and C keeps him snatched. And snatched, friend. He's very snatched. Very snatched. I'm on the 10th. I'm going up slowly. All is going well. Very good, Sarah. Very good. Very good. Nadine says Amble only has Lipo B. I thought they had Lipo C. I got a little letter that said they have Lipo B, Lipo C, NAD, and then one other thing. Kima is gonna come up and talk to y'all. Hey, Kima.
Hey, friend.
How are you, friend?
Honey, I cannot complain. Let me see here. Hit this camera button, girl.
Who else want to come up? We got the last 50. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Oh, Kima got her satin on today, baby.
Honey, I am trying to give it to Mr. Man as soon as this live is over.
Well, I ain't gonna keep you long, friend. Do you want to talk to them about your Lipo B or C? I'm gonna end the live.
Sure.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna end the live on YouTube. You guys come over to TikTok, we're going to be on for about 10 more minutes, y'all. I love you guys. Thank you for joining and staying on all evening.